Students, so our next topic, combination of resistors. I told you to see combination of capacitors. I think all of you saw. Here resistors also will be connected in two ways. One is in series, another one is in parallel. Already what is series connection, what is parallel connection we discussed in capacitor. Same like that, it will also be same. Resistors connected in series. First we are discussing resistors connected in series. If you have taken three resistors, so R1, R2, R3. Three resistors we have taken. This is first end, this is second end. First end, second end, first end, second. So what is series connection? End to end. Second end is connected to first end. Second end is connected to first end. And the first end of the first resistor and second end of the third resistor. If n resistors if we are connecting, second end of the nth resistor or last resistor should be free. And these two ends we are connecting for a battery of potential V. So these three resistors from A to B connected in series. So R1, R2, R3. How these three are connected means in series, end to end connection. This one we will come. So let us say this point is C, this point is D. What is the resultant resistance we are going to get? Resultant resistance means if we combine these three, you will be getting one new resistance. That is nothing but A, B, R, S. RS is the resultant resistance of these three resistors. So same battery will be. Now see, a battery is going to give some amount of current through the resistors. I current is starting. After reaching A, how much amount of current is entering? I. Same amount of current is entering. Now see, so when capacitors connected in series, what was entering same at the time? Charge on capacitor C1, C2, C3 will be same. Now here what is same? Current on each resistor will be same. Now what is the potential across R1, R2, R3? Let's see, potential means potential difference means the amount of work done to bring a charge from A to C. Here current is flowing means some amount of charge is flowing from A to C. It will not go like this, it will move like this, just I am giving. Then what is the potential? To move a charge from A to C. That is nothing but potential difference. The amount of work done to bring charge from one point to another point. That is nothing but V1. Next. V2. Next. V3. So these three are potential. Here A to B. What is the resultant potential? V. So from A to B, potential is divided into three parts. V1, V2, V3. So from A to B, what is the potential means? That is only V. Isn't it? So therefore, resultant potential V is equal to, we can write V1 plus V2 plus V3. Call it as equation number 1. Resultant potential V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. According to Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, we came to know V is equal to IR. Since V is equal to IR, first we will write here V1 is equal. V1 is equal to, what is the current entering here? I. R. V2. I. R2. Current passing through R2 is I and resistance is R2. Same formula. V3. I. R3. Like that, this one. V is equal to, how much current is entering? A. How much current is coming? From B, I. Therefore, V is equal to I. What is the resultant resistance? R. So, substitute V1, V2, V3 and V values in equation number 1. So, substitute above in equation number 1. Then see, V is equal to I RS. I RS. V1 is equal to I R1. V2 is equal to I R2, I R3. Then what is common? I is common. R1 plus R2 plus R3. Then RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is the resultant resistance when three resistors connected in series. In case of capacitors, what we got? Reverse you got. 1 by Cs equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. This one is R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is resultant resistance equal to the sum of three resistors. This is the resultant resistance when three resistors connected in series. Directly you have to add. If they ask only for two resistors, there is the equation for resultant resistance when two resistors connected in series. At the time, this V3 term won't come. V1, V2 only will be coming. Your answer will be R1 plus R2. Okay. So note 1. So I told you to see note 1, 2, 3, 4 I gave. We will see here. Here, in the first note 1, ratio of charges. Here first note 1, ratio of currents. I1 is to I2 is to I3. Ratio of currents is equal to, here currents are flowing in each and every resistor is same. Therefore, what will be getting? 1 is to 1. Next, ratio of potentials. Potential means our potential difference. V1 is to V2 is to V3. V1 is to V2 is to V3 means what is V1? IR1. IR1 is to IR2 is to IR3. Then what you are getting? R1 is to R2 is to R. Just compare. You can take comparison. You can take in this capacitors and resistors. There we gave charge. Here we are giving current. There we have taken potentials only. Here also we are taking potentials, but you got there I think 1 by C1, 1 by C2, 1 by C3. Here we are getting R1 is to R2 is to R3. What is the third one we got? If n different resistors connected, if n different resistors connected in series, n different resistors connected means R1, R2, R3 and so on, Rn. Then what is the resultant resistance? R1 plus, R2 plus, R3 plus and so on, Rn. Fourth one, if n equal resistors are connected in series. If n equal resistors are connected in series means resultant resistance, all are equal. Therefore, R plus, R plus, R and so on. How many R's are? N R's are. Therefore, n. So this is nothing but note 4. Another note I give in parallel and series combination of resistors. What is the resultant resistance? If n different resistors are connected, resultant resistance is always greater than maximum resistance among the resistors. If you have taken 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, what is the resultant resistance means? 3 plus 2 plus 1. How much? 6. 6 ohms is greater than 3 ohms. Like that, if you have taken 100, 200, 300, then resultant resistance is always greater than maximum. Which is maximum? 100, 200, 300 means 300 is maximum. This is another one. And next one, they may ask in problems, in competitive problems or general problems, what is the potential across V1, V2, V3? They will ask. V1, V2, V3. So V1 is equal to I R1 we can. Okay. So according to this equation, what is I? V is equal to I R. Then what is I? I is equal to V by R. Don't write here, just to write there, I am writing here. Don't write in this derivation. Okay. I is equal to V by RS. So V by RS into R1. Then V1 is equal to what is RS value? V by R1 plus R2 plus R3 into R1. This is V1. This is potential across first resistor. What is potential across second resistor? V2. So V1 is equal to V R1 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now V2 equal to how much you will get? V R2 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Like that, V3 is equal to V R3 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. So remember these notes. These will be helpful for competitive purpose and one more question. Okay.